live here in Kigali. It is about 11:40 in the morning here. It is uh, Tuesday morning. It's a beautiful day outside. It's not cold, not hot. It's probably about maybe 75 degrees. Beautiful day here in Kigali. Let me let y'all see what it looks like here outside the house. Let's see. This is the this is right outside our home here in Kigali. And just wanted to do a quick video. I haven't been on live in a while. My wife did a video weeks ago. Uh, uh, Hello, African Queen. Good morning. Good morning, my sister. I appreciate the shout out. Uh, Yes, it is early morning on your end. I'm surprised. It's 11 here, so that means it's about 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning there. Have mercy. Early morning. You're supposed to be asleep. Um, but we praise the Lord. We thank you for coming on and reaching out, checking us out. 5:37 a.m. So you must be, where exactly are you heading to take hubby to work? Tell hubby I said, what's up, my brother. Um, but yeah, uh, it's been a rough month, brothers and sisters. Palm Beach County. Oh, you in Florida. Florida or California? Florida or California? Which one are you in? Palm Beach. He said, "Good morning, man." Listening, okay, listening in the car. Hey, amen. But yeah, we've been okay. Florida, okay. So I know the weather is beautiful there as well. But yeah, we've been holding on here in Kigali. It's been a month. We have been um, I don't did we've talked previously um, in a previous video about how it's always something. We were going to do a series called "It's Always Something," and here in Kigali, it is always something. When it comes to the West family, it is always something, and it is no different. Things have not changed. What I mean, it is always something. It is always something. We have been here since August 14th. So I guess we are September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 7.5 months we've been here, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It has not been an easy 7.5 months. We have I don't know that we have gone an entire week without something crazy happening. Um, I don't know that it's been um, one. I don't think we've gone 1 week, at least a week. Most of the times it's less than a week. Over the last month, we've had what I mean. It's been challenging. So the car broke down literally like every week for a month. When I mean every week, I mean every week. To know, it so it was like, this is what, the 28th, I believe, March 28th. So it began like the month, the beginning of the month, or maybe the week before. Um, and so the car broke down. I'm trying to remember, I can't, so I didn't have any power. That's what it was. I think that was the first thing. No, I'm sorry. Let me take it back. Um, so I think it was, I didn't have any, I went to go get an oil change, found out I had an oil leak, and went somewhere to take the, so they told me I had an oil leak, so they couldn't change the oil. So I drive, I gotta go pick up my children. And so I'm on the way to, I go pick up one, I go pick up my son. I'm on the way to pick up my girls. I decided, okay, since I got an oil leak, let me stop and get some oil to make sure, I don't run out of oil and the engine doesn't lock up. So I pull over to get some oil at this place. Open up the hood. Come to find out, the place that I went to, that I had just gone to try to get the oil change, they did not put the cap back on the engine, so the oil splattered out, okay, onto the roof of the hood, on the inside of the hood. Um, and they also didn't put the dipstick back in, so I ended up having to wait. I had end up having to call them, have a moto come and bring the cap and the dipstick. So then I ended up going to get that. So and pick up the children. I think the next day I went and dropped the car off somewhere to get it fixed. They fixed it. I think this was on a Wednesday. Got it back. Right after I got it back, I had no power. I had no power. And so I'm pressing on the gas, and I'm not getting up the hills. And Kigali is is the land of a thousand hills. So you can't, if you have no power, I mean, you're in trouble. So I had to drop the car off again and go get that checked. And then I think the following week, something else happened. I can't remember what it was. Um, but it was crazy. Is we have I have a friend here who's also an expat, and he has the same car that I have. And it's like his car broke down, then my car. The following week, his car, then my car. The following week, his car, then my car. And so literally for the last month, I don't have my car now. I've been out of my car for the last 2 weeks because I'm on the way home. Now, this was a Tuesday this time. This is a Tuesday. So mind you, like 3 weeks in a row, the car broke down. As a matter of fact, let me go back. So one time it broke down. As a matter of fact, this is one time it didn't have power. Um, the one time it didn't have power, and I took it. It was March 1st. I remember because it was my oldest daughter's birthday. She was turning 15. We were going to pick her up from school. Then we were going to go out to dinner to eat. So we go pick her up. We're on the way to pick her up. We're going up the long dirt hill to get to their school. Car loses power, straight up loses power going up the hill. And so we're trying to figure it out and everything. Um, and needless to say, we ended up getting it to start back up. Got up the hill, get the children. I decided to go and take it to drop it off at a repair shop, and we took a taxi to the restaurant. So all the children, we took a taxi to the restaurant. So we're going to the restaurant. We get to the restaurant. My son, when we get there, my son is not feeling well, and he is just, I mean, he's very lethargic, not himself, and so we're worried because I mean he doesn't want to eat or anything, and because we didn't have transportation, that made it even worse because we can't just get in a car and take him to the hospital. So I ended up walking around the corner and walking down the street somewhere to try to find a pharmacy, to try to find something to help him. So I walk down there, they're still in a restaurant. I come back, and of course my wife is, I mean, she's distraught because here we are, we don't have transportation. Our son is sick. I mean, we don't she's feeling, like he's feeling hot, and just everything. So we get back a little while later. She takes him to the bathroom. Of course, we're praying. She takes him to the bathroom. He throws up. Right after he throws up, he feels better. And come to find out, when he was at school, apparently one of the parents brought some fish soup and gave it to the children. And my son has never had meat before. So he eats this fish soup. He gets sick. And that was the situation. So that was one week. That was a week that we ended up. Um, he ended up getting sick. The car is in the shop. But fast forward up to now, On the way home, was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago today, a car straight shuts off. Car shuts off. So I call somebody, call this mechanic I've been working with. He comes, I end up waiting there. We end up having to get a taxi to get to come get the children to take them home. I'm sitting in the car waiting for somebody to come get the car. The guy ends up coming to get the car, um, takes it to the shop. Um, they end up having it for a couple of days, and then come to find out I needed a new engine. Um, and then, that was a whole ordeal with the whole thing with the engine. Ended up getting another engine, a used engine. The people that put it in, it was they basically jacked it up because they put the engine in, and apparently some pieces that they were supposed to put in, I ended up having, because they were taking so long to get it done. All they were supposed to do was put the new engine in, and I'm talking to somebody else that I know here who is basically a translator. He can communicate, and he also knows about cars. He's able to communicate with the mechanics, so I can make sure that we're on the same page, so I can understand what's going on. So I end up having to get another mechanic to come in, look at it. He looks at it. He realizes that what the first mechanic did, they broke some stuff. So then I end up having yesterday. I'm going through all of this is happening within basically like the last week. End up yesterday, and then the first mechanic wanted me to pay him for basically breaking my car, okay, for not doing the work. And so, I'm going back and forth with him, arguing with him because he didn't want to let the car go. Just a headache. And to this day, right now, so we end up straightening that out. And so the car is with the second mechanic. So he's supposed to be trying to fix it. And the thing is, I'm hoping and praying that that things work out, because when the first mechanic, when they got it and they broke something in there in the engine, the seller, the person who sold me the engine, before finding out about that, the seller was willing to give me another engine. But now with those pieces, whatever it is that was broken in the engine, the second mechanic, who's the one who connected me with the seller to buy the engine, he is the mechanic is trying to see what he can do to try to rectify the situation, and hopefully I can get another engine. um, it's just been a headache. And that's just within the last month, and it's been one thing after another. And my wife is not here because she's in the States right now. Her parents' 50th anniversary was last Friday, and they had a celebration for that on Sunday. So she's in the States. She won't be back until this week, the end of this week. She left last week. um, and then on top of that, my mother was here. My mother and my sister-in-law were here, since I think the 20th. Um, so they've been here, um, and they left on Sunday, this past Sunday, to go back to the States. And so they came, enjoyed, got to spend some time with the grandchildren, and see Kigali. And so, but it's been rough here. It's been rough here in Kigali. And so we're just holding on, praying, um, that things will get better. Um, uh, yeah, it was a lot going through my mind. I wanted to do a video with my family here, but yeah, it was just a lot going on, and my mind wasn't really, honestly, uh, wanting. I wanted to do a video, but I just wasn't in the mood to do a video. Um, and I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't in the mood to do this video, but our good sister, African Queen, reached out to a brother. This is. I truly appreciate my sister um, reaching out and to see, because we hadn't done a video in a while, and so my sister checked on us to see, hey, we haven't seen a video in a while. What's going on? You guys okay? Um, And so I was supposed to do a video last week. And so, I ended up dropping the ball on that one. And so my sister reached out this morning to see what's going on. I'm waiting on your video. And I just, we truly appreciate that. Um, because we got to look out for one another. We got to look out for one another. And so, um, to 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 have her to reach out to check on us to see how we're doing, um, is greatly appreciated. Um, we have to be our brother's keepers. We have to be our brother's keepers, even if we are thousands of miles away. Yes, we all we got. That is true. We are all we have. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little video. As you can see, it's starting to get a little dark out here. It is the rainy season. You see that dark? It is. It is the rainy season now. And let me tell you, when it rains, it pours like God is mad or something. I mean, it rains hard when it rains here, especially during the rainy season. And so it's getting ready to rain. And yeah, but I just wanted to do this quick video, let you guys know what's going on. We have not um, dropped off the planet. We're still alive. We're still kicking it. We're still holding on here in Kigali. And it's. I mean, I'm I get a little bit of the news that's happening in the States, and I just got word, I guess it was yesterday, there was a shooting in Nashville. And for those who've been watching, you guys know that we moved from Nashville. It was a shooting at a school, a private school there in Nashville. And it's just, I mean, it's just every time you cut on the news and there's something going on in that country. And it's just, Lord, I mean, something's got to give. Something has got to give because it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And sooner or later it's going to hit home. Sooner or later it's going to hit home. Um, and so, my prayers are that you know, that he protect us while we are there, his people while you are there, because you just never know. You never know when, you know, that death can be knocking at your door. I mean, you just never know. And so, I hope that you guys stay safe. Those of you all who are watching from the States, stay safe. Um, and remember that you have options. I just got to keep saying that you have options. Um, it is not, as I've mentioned a million times, it is not perfect here by any means. By any means. I mean, it's rough here as well. It's rough here. It just depends on, what you want to deal with. That's really what it depends on. Because there's a whole lot of things that frustrate me here. A lot of things that frustrate me. But I have to, we just continue to pray and to weigh the options. Um, Continue to pray and to weigh the options. It is a struggle in Africa at times, but one thing is you don't have to worry about being dead. That is the truth. I was riding home today, after dropping off the children, and I'm just thinking. I mean, you don't hear about. I mean, you don't hear about people getting shot here. You don't hear about Donald Trump here. You don't hear about all the crazy nonsense that's happening in the States. You don't hear about any of those things happening here. Um, and so, like I said, I mean, there are all kinds of things that you have to worry about here. And most of it is just like, okay, you're in line and somebody's tries to cut in front of you for no reason. Like, I mean, you're not even standing there. Or when I just went to the grocery store a little while ago, and the guy just standing right there on the phone, chilling. I mean, he's literally in the line. He's in the line. I don't know if he was waiting for the manager to do something or another, but he's in the line. He's talking on the phone, and he's just standing right there like, are you done? Are you in line? Let me tell me something. You know, it's just, I mean, you got stuff like that you got to worry about. You know, and people cutting you off, and yeah, wind is blowing. Okay, wind is blowing, can barely hear you. Yes, but I'm getting ready to shut this thing down anyway. Yes, but you got things you got to worry about here, but not what you got to worry about in the States. Thanks for viewing, you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Blessings.